I pressed the button early. I started
told
early.
you.
15 whole seconds.
You broke the rules.
Oh, hi, everybody. I see. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Jen. Hi, Erica. Hi. Oh my God, it's the Jerry Springer show already.
What? No, Jerry Springer.
No, Jerry. Okay, so we're not picking something for me to mouth off about today. Lisa's here because, well, she's home and she'll be a pain in the ass if she's not where I can see her.
I'm here for supervision. Is that what you're getting at?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hi, Dustin. Hey, that worked out really well. Okay, so anyway, we've been talking about this for a few days now. I'm sure.
Oh, thank you, Jen.
I'm sure all you wonderful, lovely people already know a little bit about what's going on. Thank you, Jen. I have to give you. I have to, like, you know.
And it begins.
What's it called? Men are knighted, but what do you do for women?
Do they become ladies or? I don't know.
What's the term for it? They're not knighted. Obviously, there's something else.
A member of the royal court.
Oh, they're elevated in some way. Anyway, okay, that's a different rabbit hole. Okay, so for anybody who's just coming in and doesn't really know what the hell's going on yet, dame, so knighted and
damed. Is it a verb?
They become dames, but what's the process? What's it called?
They become dames.
Yeah, there's just like, here you go, you're a girl, you don't count. Or
you were gonna make your intro.
I was gonna make my intro. Okay, so basically what came up in conversation not too long ago, like within the last like 3 or 4 days even, was that I'm super into paranormal stuff, like all the things. I just love conspiracy theories. I love alien theories. I love like Loch Ness Monster, ghosts, the whole bit. I think the entire thing is just utterly fascinating. Damification, there we go. So I'll knight all the guys and damificate all the girls.
Damificate the girls.
Yeah, and for everybody else, anyway. Okay, so basically the whole idea to start this channel has been...
She is damed. When a woman is made a dame, she is damed.
Oh, cool. Well,
learn something new every day.
That's kind of very close to being damn.
I like damification better too.
Damification. Okay. See, this is why you're here, because if you're yelling shit from the background,
then you'll know how it feels.
But I won't care. Anyway, okay. Yeah, ask Dustin, never shut up. Dustin, yeah, and this is the thing. I never shut up about this stuff.
She doesn't.
I don't ever shut. It's like, oh, there's a blog. Hey, did you know there's a theory about that? There's a conspiracy. Here's this thing. Here's this whatever. I mean, so I'm just gonna pick up. I don't know if I'm gonna do this once a week, twice a week. We'll see based on how everything goes, what the best days and times and whatever are, and we'll just go. Basically, the whole idea is we're just gonna pick a subject out of a hat, and we're gonna chat about it. We're not gonna drill down into so many details that it gets like confusing and boring, and we're not going to be so utterly fluffy that it's just, maybe I'm saying that. Okay, I just said that the wrong way.
You have a vision for, like, you basically want it to be accessible, right?
I want it to be, I want it to be accessible. I want it to be interesting. I want people to feel free to speak up and participate or not participate, because again, something that we've always said is, you don't owe us shit. So if you're going to watch and not chat, that's totally fine by me. If you're here to chat, that's fine too. There's no pressure on anybody. Is Ancient Aliens on Prime or Netflix?
Ancient Aliens is on Netflix, but I think it's, I don't know if all the seasons are.
Oh my God. I grew up on In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy. The original In Search Of. Leonard Nimoy hosted it. It was fucking amazing. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. And then the invitation is always to chat among yourselves, continue the conversation in the comments after the fact. And that's really it in a nutshell.
So we were thinking maybe today to collect.
So one thing that we can do right now is just start writing down what kind of topics
do
you guys want to see, so that I have a nice list to start with. And the really interesting thing, like some of the stuff that's out there, like if you look up UFOs, which is I love the topic of UFOs, but if you look it up, you'll come across literally a million hours of video, various levels of science involved and stuff like that. Like, let's just have a chat like people.
Yeah,
I like it. I think I said it right. Anyway, so Lisa may be here, may not be here. She lives here, so I just have to be nice to her once in a while. But I don't know if I'm going to do this weekdays or weekends. I'm probably going to do a combo of both.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
I clear homes.
Yeah, see, clearing homes of spirits. Like, there's a topic. There's a topic right there. What is it? How does it go? And I'm not going to throw a bunch of super complicated crap out them. Okay, if people want to get into the super complicated crap, I will happily talk about the super complicated stuff. And just,
but you don't want to make it complicated from the outset. Like,
yeah,
I want to introduce a topic. And then...
Okay, have you ever clicked on one of those videos and it's like, I need a degree, I need a PhD degree in physics to even understand what these people are talking about. And that's what I mean by the super complicated stuff, because I want people to be able to talk about it in this real way that just makes sense. Yeah, monoliths. Oh my God, monoliths around the world.
Monoliths? Are those like stone circles?
No, that's crop circles.
Monoliths. No, crop circles like Stonehenge. Is that a monolith?
Depends on which theory you're listening to.
Somebody define that.
Well, okay, like Stonehenge, for some people, it is a religious structure. For others, it's a solar observatory. For others, it's a bigger, more galactic. It just depends on what theory you're talking about. And that's what I want to talk about. I could talk about that shit. Yeah, Stonehenge, pyramids, Easter Island.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Monoliths.
And there's some really, there's the iron pillar in India that's like 2,000 years old, no rust. It should not, in theory, exist, because iron in the open elements does not survive that long without rusting down to powder and blowing away.
But what did you just say? I totally checked
out. An iron monolith in India.
Oh. See,
or an iron pillar.
Oh, yeah.
And what they did back in the day, we're talking thousands of years ago, what they did back then, they didn't just put this shit up to go, look, it's a pillar. They would carve histories and stories, and I forget what's exactly on this particular pillar. It's like the adventures of a religious text or something like that. So, and just picking one and just
Atlantis
talking,
needs to be
Atlantis.
Oh, and the Bimini Wall.
Lemuria, Bimini Wall. Oh my God, I want to get you guys pictures of the Bimini Wall.
Yeah, and Peggy's
figuring out Sphinx. Yes, I've heard about that one. I've heard about all the shit.
Marisa wants to know if you've learned this through books or documentaries.
All the things.
Peggy is like a trivia sponge for
oh my God,
things that she's interested in.
There is Roanoke Island. Roanoke.
Okay, got
that is a really interesting one. Okay.
We've got ley lines.
Yeah, there's ley lines. Ley lines are really cool. There is so much science, and one of my pet theories. This is I actually wrote an article. I actually wrote an article about this, and if I can dig it up, I'll put it on Lisa's page. I'm not.
What was the other thing you called? Out of place artifacts, right?
Out of place artifacts. One of the things. What was I just saying? Oh my God!
Sorry, I'm the worst.
You distracted me.
Sorry,
it's your fault. I'm blaming you.
I'll take the blame.
She's not allowed. That's it. One of the things that I firmly believe is that we have created such a, I don't know what to call it, just the idea of researching. Oh, I can't do scary paranormal stuff. I'm sorry. She puts it up.
Oh, sorry. I can't do scary paranormal
the stuff you're talking about is right up my alley. Okay, and
crystal skulls. Yeah.
Now here's the thing, Witchy and Bright. If I'm whatever particular subject I'm going to try and focus on for each video, that will be the title of the video.
Do you know what Erica's talking about? Possessed dolls?
Yes.
Okay.
So if I were to be doing, if the topic would be ghosts, it's going to be ghosts. So if it's something that's like, oh, that creeps me out, you'll know.
You'll know ahead of time.
See you at the next video when we're talking about UFOs, Stonehenge, pyramids. Like, I mean, I literally, crystal skulls.
I added that one to the list.
I literally just want to talk about all the shit, because
there's like an endless supply of these topics.
There's an endless supply of these topics.
Ooh, did I add crop circles?
Probably. We'll get to it. My personal belief is that just the fact of talking about this stuff has led to career-ending ridicule for the professionals that show an interest in these topics.
Yeah.
So we've never really been able to get anywhere.
I'm out with possessed dolls.
Absolutely. Exactly. Absolutely. And if that is not your topic of the week, then see you next week, because there will be something else. I plan on talking about all the things.
And I think haunted places.
I have a fucking opinion on everything, and I have no problem sharing it. This is going to be fun.
Haunted places. Sorry, can I ask you a question?
I'm talking really. Okay, guys, I have a habit of talking really loud sometimes, and if that is too loud, let me know, and I'll.
Or if the mic does anything weird.
Or if the mic gets
haunted
weird.
Places, I almost feel like you need to do individual videos on different haunted places.
It'll depend. I mean, it's going to depend on where It's good. I mean, I might literally just pull shit out of a hat, and then
we were thinking about that, like maybe creating a bunch of slips of paper, and like Peggy will just pull.
Well, I would pull I would
do it ahead of time because you might.
I would pull something out of the hat this week and say next week's topic is going to be it. I'm not going to surprise anybody because we all have opinions. But I'm going to go back to my babbling. I'm babbling and we're missing it. Oh, we're missing some really.
We don't want to miss the good babble.
Yeah. Anyway,
quality babble.
Quality babble. Every single person, every single scientist, like every single one of them who has ever made an attempt, every serious, legitimate scientist who has ever, I can't say ever starting to change, has ever made a serious attempt to investigate any of these things has been ridiculed.
Law of attraction.
Yeah, there you go. So they've been ridiculed. Some of these guys have literally had their careers ended. And back in the 50s, just making the statement that you believe in the possibility of UFOs would end your career. You were done. You were done the minute you said you believed in something that mainstream science didn't want to deal with. So my belief is that when we start having more rational conversations about these things, where it's like we're not, if we do a chat one day talking about something that's found in the Bible, it's not for the purpose of ridiculing religious people. It's just for the purpose of saying, well, this is in the Bible, maybe it deserves some serious study, blah 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 blah. And this is kind of what I'm going at. And I don't want to go so super pseudoscience that nobody understands, and I don't want to go so walking on eggshells that nobody is going to be in, everybody's going to go, you're trying too hard to be careful.
You have a question.
Have you watched the Bob Lazar documentary? I feel like that's a good example. They tried hardcore to discredit him. I may have seen it. I would have to actually take a quick look and see if it rings a bell. But I have never seen a single, like, okay, Leonard Nimoy associating himself with In Search Of was basically, a lot of people laughed that off as a publicity stunt because he's on Star Trek. Leonard Nimoy is Spock from Star Trek. It's like, well, obviously this is just a Hollywood attention-getting thing because nobody could take that seriously. And yet the idea that Leonard Nimoy could believe some of this stuff was like laughing stock material.
That's true.
It was fucking. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, he was in a science fiction series, so that's kind of that's where he was able to save his credibility.
Willow Creek has a really,
and it was really
question.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's actually not. It's
where are we?
Willow Creek says, speaking of, did I miss how to get out of taking your spouse to Build-A-Bear?
We haven't come. Oh, I did take her to Build-A-Bear.
But Willow Creek wants to, you have to do it over here on this side.
Oh my God.
So
okay, guys. One of the reasons, Lisa is probably, whose comment am I missing? I'm like trying to say everybody's name all at once. Okay. Lisa's obviously got the experience doing that. So
I'm helping with the techie stuff.
So I'm still not up to speed yet. So Lisa's going to be walking me through the odd little bit. I'm good with tech. I am.
You're great with tech. It's just
I'm great with tech. I'm just out of practice and haven't done this sort of stuff for a while. So
Amethyst Ascension says Project Blue Book, a show on History Channel.
Oh, I've seen it.
Have you seen it?
Okay, I've seen it when it was recent. Project Blue Book. Oh wait, is this a new one or is this the old one from like the 70s that I used to watch when I was growing up? And it was about UFO. The entire series was about UFO investigations, and they would just go out. They would investigate things. Most of the time, they would debunk it and say, "Okay, this was a weather balloon. This was this. This was that." The original Project Blue Book in the Blue Book files.
This is a new one, she says.
Oh, cool. I need to go look at that. The original Project Blue Book was a secret government project that went out and investigated UFO reports. Period. It was. Oh, Jen's asking where.
I think. Did Marissa say it's on Netflix about how he was a whistleblower that worked on the UFO? Oh no, that's somebody else.
That's somebody else.
Okay, gotcha.
But Project Blue Book was, I believe, the Navy. Was it the Navy? I'd have to look that up. Anyway, Project Blue Book was a secret government organization that went around investigating UFO sightings because in the military, anybody who saw anything had like an obligation to report it, or if the public reported something. Almost virtually every single one was like, oh, it's a weather balloon. Oh, it's weird lightning. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that.
The guy who played Littlefinger on Game of Thrones is the main professor in the new show.
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. I want to go see.
This is so cool though because now we're gonna get a list of all these different things we should watch.
And it's kind of funny because some of this stuff I've seen. Some of this stuff.
History Channel.
I was watching it when it was like fresh. Now they're rebooting it. Somebody else mentioned the X-Files. Fun fact, a lot of the storylines from the first 1 or 2 seasons of the X-Files were taken from this Project Blue Book and other types of conspiracy theory stuff. As it wasn't like based on a real story, but they used it as the seed for their story ideas for a lot of the first couple of seasons.
So I'm going to ask you a question for like everybody, myself included. What kinds of topics are on the table?
Anything. If it has a conspiracy theory wrapped around it, it's
or if it's somehow outside of like
metaphysical stuff, paranormal stuff, like paranormal. I put the definition
in the description box.
In the description, because when we say paranormal, we think ghosts and stuff like that.
Ghosts and UFOs, but it's more
paranormal. The actual definition is anything that is seen as being beyond the normal.
Yes, anything beyond the normal. But, so, 1947 to 1969, it was active.
Yeah, Project Blue Book.
Yeah. Pseudoscience.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically anything. Quantum physics.
I would love
even,
I would love nothing more than to see these kind of conversations be mainstream conversations that people don't have to feel weird about happening, and then maybe the real science out there will actually go, oh, we can actually start investigating this stuff and not get laughed out of our careers for it.
Yeah. It'd be neat to see this.
Make this shit, because there are so many things that if we were to just get over our collective societal ego, like UFOs and stuff, we could learn so much.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And we're not. It's like, no, we're the best thing out there. So the fact that the pyramids exist is just a religious fanaticism thing.
Yeah.
That's what people believe. And it's like, okay, but for religious fanatics still can't move blocks that we, that was sure, it's fucked up. Is it
an actual thing, or is this just in my head about moving objects with sound? Was that an actual thing?
That is an actual theory.
Is it called a thing?
I'm
gonna jot it down.
Okay, I'm gonna look things up to make sure that I'm kind of a little bit current with my fan theories and pet theories. Fan theories.
Have any of you seen the YouTube channel Edge of Wonder? No.
Yeah, mummies are actually an interesting topic. There's some
No, Erica's scared of mummies.
Yeah, but it would be listed. You would see it would say mummies. And I mean, what I would really hope to see is that, like, we do a chat, do whatever, an hour or so, however long it's fun. And then people continue the conversation in the comments, because these conversations I think these conversations are actually important, because if there is such a thing as ghosts, then we really should be investing some serious science into proving it.
Ooh.
Oh, I would, Erica. It would say right in the title of the video. I'm not just going to go, join me next week for this unnamed video where I'm going to surprise you with scary shit. I'm not going to do that to anybody. So so she gets up. Somebody says something cool and she gets up and takes the pen with her. Give me that pen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. And she's like sticking out her tongue and laughing at me.
No, I wasn't.
Helmholtz resonance. Is that the sound wave one? Jamie Kelly.
Oh, hold on. Helmholtz resonance. You moved the thingy again.
I'm blaming
bad
you.
At this.
I'm blaming you. Yeah, cover-ups and alien stuff. I just want to talk about it all. I just pick a. I mean, let's face it. We could talk about the pyramids every week for like the next year and still not cover all of the theories about the pyramids.
I got Peggy this Sacred Sites Oracle deck, and I thought maybe we could I was going to ask you if any of these were worth topics. Angkor Wat?
Yeah, that's Thailand, I think.
Thunderhead? What's Thunderhead?
Oh my God, I've heard of it and I can't remember now. It's a native. It's native folklore.
Because we could use like a lot of these. The Vatican. What would you do about is the Vatican?
Oh my God, she doesn't know there's theories about the Vatican.
Is there actually theories about the Vatican?
Yeah, like tons of them.
Okay.
Tons of them.
I love hearing about this stuff, but I'm really lazy about doing any of the lookups myself. So I'm all about this series. My boyfriend likes to think the pyramids.
There is a theory around that.
A charging station. There is a
theory. There is a theory around that, and there's also some evidence that.
Oh my God, the Vatican! What is going on with the Vatican? I don't understand.
There's theories. Well, you'll have to wait for the fucking video now, won't you?
Well, what's M Dinah?
Anybody who doesn't know, Lisa and I tease the crap out of each other.
Picchu.
Oh yeah, Machu Picchu. We can talk about that. And this will let me link pictures.
That IAO needle?
Yeah. Well, we'll find out what that one is. The IAO needles.
These are just supposed to be sacred sites. Oh, Newgrange is another.
a Newgrange. But yeah, there's so many things that have theories. Anyway, chocolate cake. Oh, chocolate. Okay, let's write that down. I've heard of it, and I don't remember. You would have to tell me at this point because I don't quite remember Chaco Canyon, but I remember hearing about it.
My arm is in the frame.
You're leaning that way.
I'm supposed
No
to be
actual
writing
Peggy's
stuff
or
down.
Lisas are getting hurt.
What? We have some private.
Oh, our bitching back and forth. This is just how we function. It's fine. We love each other.
The Vatican has the largest collection of occult books in the world, allegedly.
Oh, it absolutely does.
Whoa!
Because a lot of the books that they have, there is a theory that the Library of Alexandria, before it was sacked and burned, that the church came in and took as many of the occult and mysteries as they could, and then took that back to the Vatican.
That's crazy.
So
okay, I'm putting these away now. I just
make videos on my favorite videos, documentaries, books. Yeah, absolutely. There's already.
I want to talk about the Holy Grail.
That's something that I'm really hoping to see too. Is like if we have a chat on. If we have a chat on the Vatican, then people who have information, like, share the links and get them down in the comments. And yeah. I am so into this stuff, and I can talk about it for hours.
Helmholtz resonance. Okay, so
I believe that's the moving things with sounds. And there's also the
wait. What's Erica talking about? Wait. Something about, hold on. Oh, I can tell you about it. Basically, an ancient civilization, and the whole community just disappeared.
Yes.
Oak Island. What's Oak Island? Oh, Oak Island.
Oak Island.
Is that where the community disappeared? You guys are like throwing some super exciting stuff out.
Here's the thing. Yeah. I mean, I would love to hear. Yeah. Oh, the theories on the Holy Grail is crazy. Is absolutely
Chaco
crazy.
Canyon.
Yeah.
That's one of the sacred sites that was listed in the thingy.
Yeah. We're gonna jump back and forth right now because we're just.
Holy Grail. I have theories. I have a book.
Everybody has theories.
I was telling Peggy about this last night. I actually have a book that purports a theory
about the Da Vinci Code.
No, but it's related.
About Mary Magdalene.
About Mary Magdalene and the Sangreal and some of the Mary Magdalene like mysteries being hidden in the tarot trumps. Just saying.
Yeah, there's theories on everything.
I'm writing Holy Grail.
All the theories. Well, it's already been proven.
See, we're excited.
It's already been proven that secret messages in art was a thing back then because they did not have democracy. One wrong word and you're facing a guillotine.
Oh, they believe that Oak Island is a place that the Knights Templar stashed their treasure there.
Yeah.
This stuff is so exciting to me. This is like knowledge treasure hunting.
Okay. I'll tell everybody. There are a ton of theories that the Knights Templar actually found their way to the New World hundreds of years before Columbus. And they brought...
Take care, Marissa.
Oh, bye, Marissa.
Oh, Rosicrucians. You've talked about those before.
Yes. But there's a theory that the Knights Templar, because they were running away from the Inquisition as well, because they were deemed heretics, and there was all sorts of drama around them, but that at some point during their history, and nobody knows when, because they were a very secretive organization, that they actually discovered the New World or already knew about it or whatever, and brought the treasures here, brought the Holy Grail here, and possibly brought Jesus's descendants here.
That's so freaking cool. Yeah, I think I heard something because Mary Magdalene is purported to have lived in Marseille, and I thought the Knights Templar were also in France for a bit.
The Knights Templar, and again,
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Nobody really knows for sure because the Knights Templar are.
Look what Amethyst Ascension said. There's a series on Discovery. I believe 2 brothers are, and they are digging up the money pit and everything again on Oak Island.
Oh, okay, that's a cool one to watch.
That's cool.
Yeah, because nobody can figure out how they managed to bury the treasure, and nobody can figure out how to get it back out.
Oh, we should talk. You should actually talk about Crowley too.
Yeah. No, that's definitely stuff worth talking about.
I've got that whole big occult book with a bunch of topics. Like I want to talk about alchemy.
What Crowley is probably a really good one to do because Lisa will be doing some of these with me. I mean, maybe all of them. I don't know how that's going to work out.
Depends on when you do them and stuff.
No, but that's a good time to do the ones where it also leads into your expertise.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about Crowley.
You know a ton about tarot.
Oh, fair. Okay.
I mean, I know about tarot, but I'm just a beginner compared to you.
I am loving everything you guys are already contributing. Yeah. Rasputin. Oh, Rasputin.
Oh my God, Rasputin.
Oh, and Edgar
There's
Casey.
A song about him.
We need to do
Rasputin.
We need to do.
He was a monk. He was like a really freaky guy.
We need to do Edgar Casey. And we also need to do Nostradamus.
Oh my God. The Nazis and their occult connections is a very interesting topic.
Oh, yes, I do know about witchcraft.
Because the Nazis took it seriously, deadly seriously. And like the events of what Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? That's not too far from the truth. They went nuts all through Egypt, everything. If there was an article, if there was even a little tiny piece of information published about it, then the Nazis were on the next freaking plane to go learn everything that they could.
That's crazy to me.
They were obsessed with. Yeah, it was a good movie.
Wait, which movie? I think I checked out.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, I freaking loved all of the Indiana Jones movies.
It was like a bit of a parody on the Nazis. The bad guys in Raiders of the Lost Ark was a bit of a parody on the Nazis' interest in the occult. And they were massively interested in the occult, and they were massively interested in things like the Philosopher's Stone. They were literally actively searching for the Lost Ark, the Ark of the Covenant.
Ark of the Covenant is going on the list. Ark of the Covenant.
I haven't heard about the Antarctica, but actually I think I heard something about they tried to go to Antarctica, but the Nazi party did flee to Argentina, and there is huge cover-ups, conspiracy theories about that.
Do you want me to write Nazi party Argentina on the list? Or is that one not really up your alley?
Oh, it's up my alley. I
wrote down Ark of the Covenant. Is that? I'm gonna sound really dumb, you guys, on a lot of this stuff. Is that
yeah?
Ark?
They're crazy.
Is the Ark of the? I'm gonna ask a really stupid question. Okay. When I hear Ark, I think of Noah's Ark. What is the Ark of the Covenant? Is it like a document? Is it like a ship?
The Ark of the Covenant is where the Ten Commandments were stored.
Oh shit! I knew
that. There's more history about that.
Okay.
Basically, okay.
Oh, is the Emerald Tablets a thing? Is there a thing about those?
We can look it up.
What is the Emerald Tablet? Where did I just pull that out of?
I don't know. Write it down. Okay, so basically,
does that exist? Did I just make that up? Okay.
The Nazi party in Argentina.
I got off.
The biggest thing about that was basically you've got to remember that Germany was at war on two fronts.
It's a box. Sorry.
Germany was at war. Good, because here's what we can intersperse a little bit of history. Fun fact: Germany is at war on two fronts. Now, what the British did. In the UK, they sent a lot of their women and children and whatever. They sent them to Canada and the United States to get away from the war, to keep them safe while they fought the war. Germans did the same thing. They're fighting a war on two fronts. Their families are now on the front lines. They pack their families up in a boat and send them to Argentina. Now, you're not doing that if you don't have money. So a lot of the higher ranking officers and whatnot of the Nazi party, their families were sent to Argentina. It's already been confirmed as a fact that this was a massive thing that happened, and the Argentinians had no problem with it because they were making a lot of money off of it.
Da Vinci Code, Hermeticism.
Yes, there's a theory about the Ark of the Covenant being an alien technology because of some of the descriptors of it, and that's the one that had the cherubims facing away and facing to each other.
Ooh, Operation Paperclip.
Operation Paperclip. Basically, it was German scientists that discovered the atom bomb, but they happened to be working in the States.
Wait. Operation Paperclip was an op where America recruited over 1,800 German scientists. The first director of NASA was a Nazi officer?
Absolutely.
No way.
Absolutely.
Well, really?
Guess who else was a Nazi sympathizer?
Uh-oh.
Henry Ford.
Oh. Well,
he financially invested in the German auto industry.
Crazy stuff.
Some of these things are going to be like political conspiracies. Some of these things are going to be like sci-fi conspiracies. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I think we're going to.
So basically, anything that's like just conspiracy theory or like anything outside of the norm.
I think
a video on the clairs would be fun too.
The clairs, yeah, clairvoyance, clairsentience. Yeah, no, I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be.
Oh, mediumship would be a fun.
Mediumship
topic.
Would be fun, because there's mediums that, like, there's mediums throughout history that have been proven to be frauds. There's mediums throughout history who nobody was ever able to prove a thing.
Yeah. Yes, the clairs. Yeah.
The clairs. Yeah. So I think we're gonna have a lot of fun.
I've already written down a ton.
Yeah, Lisa's got a ton written down. Now, what I plan on doing as well, one thing that this is...
Witchy and Bright's asking about the time. Will it be weekly at this time?
Nostradamus. Oh, I love Nostradamus. He was a pyromancer. I love him.
He was a pyromancer?
Pyromancer. He got his visions by staring into a brazier of fire.
I didn't know that. That's really cool. Okay. I'm sure you told me before.
Times. times. We don't know for sure
when is going to be good.
This is all brand new, and it just kind of happened by accident. I'm definitely going to try and figure out what a good regular schedule is going to look like, and
but probably at least once a week. I'm thinking
probably we're already talking that every Sunday afternoon might be a really good time because we're already home and not doing a lot anyway on Sundays.
This time on Sunday might be a good standby because it's a good time for us. But what do you guys think? Like you're all here, so obviously it's okay. But let us know if you have feedback on the timing.
Yeah, I might try different times just to see what works for different. I mean, I don't know. I'm really hoping that the conversation continues in the comments. So I'm hoping that time of day isn't going to be such a vital thing.
Yeah, like we're hoping that these, like I know Peggy wants to like host discussions and then have have people feel like they can post links and resources and movie suggestions and documentary suggestions.
Absolutely.
Podcasts, anything related to the topic.
Yeah, keep the conversation. Yeah,
because some people are going to stumble on topics that they're really excited about and they're going to want to dig really, really deep on those topics.
Yeah, if you're super excited about a topic, then
John D is a good one.
John D, but if you're super excited about a topic, keep the conversation going afterwards. It's like there's
absolutely.
no rules about any of that stuff.
Yeah, but Sundays are good.
One thing that I can also do,
Sunday afternoons are great.
I don't know if I'm going to start a Facebook group because I'm already busy with the sewing and I don't know that I want to take too much. I'm
really sucky at even keeping up with my own Facebook group. So
but who knows?
Maybe I mean, down the road.
This is my very first video. So who knows where it's going to go. One thing that this StreamYard, which you can see up in the little corner of your screen, one thing that StreamYard will let me do is share photos. So I can show, if we're talking about the pyramids, I can show a photo of the pyramids. I can show a photo of this sort of stuff.
Yeah, which will be useful.
You know, I'm not just going to put a photo of a pyramid and then, but as we're talking about things, if I find photos or if I already have photos, I can share them and stuff like that. So you really want the resources. It's just kind of circling back to the Facebook thing. The one thing that Peggy told me that she wanted out of the series was for people to be able to post those links and those resources in the video comments so that everything's kind of in one place. Well, because not everybody's on Facebook either. Not everybody's on Facebook. Not everybody's on YouTube. I'm not sure how I would. I'm definitely open to a Facebook page, but that really hasn't been part of the conversation yet, so I don't know what it would look like.
Yeah.
I don't want to rush ahead and do. I don't want to rush ahead and get so overcommitted, or what's the word? I don't want to.
You don't want to overwork yourself.
I don't want to get in a rush and end up doing this badly, so that nobody has a good time.
That's a good idea. I hate Facebook. Facebook is just a time suck a lot of the time, to be honest.
Yeah. But we could figure it out. I mean, honestly. Not everybody. I'm okay with Facebook, but that's something I do when I'm half asleep drinking my coffee in the morning. So
it's true.
We'll see. I mean, it could be something that happens down the road, but I don't think I'm going to try and make it happen right now. It doesn't make a lot of sense at the moment, but that doesn't mean it's a bad idea. It doesn't mean it's a bad idea. It's just not not a good idea right this minute.
You could use Discord for the chat portion. I haven't figured out Discord.
I tried. Yeah, I tried to look up Discord.
But maybe.
I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's it in a nutshell. My God, we've already been on for half an hour just talking about how we're going to talk about things.
But what are some other days or times you thought you might try?
I was wondering, weekday during the day might be something that works out really well for me. But I'm not sure how that's going to work out with people that might be trying to watch while they're still at work.
Well, if you were on at like 3:30 Pacific, that'd be like 4:30 Mountain, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern.
Hey, Kim J, it's okay. We're not doing a whole lot that's important right this minute. I'm just kind of giving a bit of an outline of what I hope to do and what kinds of topics I'm hoping to cover. We're not really covering anything today.
Yeah, we have been collecting suggestions and ideas.
And if you have more suggestions, put them in the comments after.
Peggy will be collecting them.
I'll definitely be collecting them.
Yeah.
It depends. People have jobs, people have kids, people have things.
And also, we talked about early evening. Our time, which would be like 5:30 weekdays, would be about 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. So if that's a decent time, we would probably go Mondays or Thursdays, Wednesdays, Mondays or Wednesdays.
Wednesdays might work.
Early evening your time would be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
says congratulations.
I said thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just were ignoring me again, per usual.
I work but could watch 4 p.m. Central during the week.
Yeah, see, so
which would be
that's
2 our time. Yeah, so you might be able to play around.
yeah, well, and again, don't
Mondays, I need a reason to like the America.
there you go.
I think Mondays would be a fun way to kick off the week, to be
Well,
honest.
and Lisa's not going to be here for every single one. She's got her own things to do. So if I'm doing things during the week while she's at work doing the day job while I'm just lounging around doing my sewing job. Yeah, so we don't know for sure yet. I think we're probably going to start off with Sundays for now. Sunday around this time for now. Would probably work, is probably going to work.
I think Sunday evenings are really
and then when we're ready
to
to add an extra day, we might change that or not change that. But we are also open to suggestions. If it's like, if the majority of people want something during the week and it's like, well, Sundays I can get busy, and I prefer the weekday. I'm fine. I'm open. I don't care. This is mostly a social thing to have a good time.
Yeah, it's like literally just for fun.
Social, have a good time and talk about weird shit. This will be fun.
Yeah, if it's like at a time, like I might be in the chat. If I'm not like on camera, it's because here's what happens. And I've told Peggy this. When she starts talking about this stuff, I do this. Really? Wow.
She does.
And I just I literally just get enraptured.
It's like
listening.
I'm telling stories to a toddler. It
legit feels like story time. I freaking love it. So it might be more fun for me to be over there and like chatting on the computer with you guys and like watching and stuff. So I might do it that way. I might come on sometimes. Hi, Tar Apple.
But yeah, absolutely.
I just love listening and learning.
This is your invitation to flood the comments after this is over. If you're seeing it now or later, flood the comments with suggestions and ideas.
Do you guys want to hear a quick recap of what we've written down so far?
Oh my God.
Okay, here's what I've written on the paper.
Oh my gosh,
far.
she wrote that. Yeah, her job was to write things down.
I was the secretary. I did a help.
And again, just look at the definition of paranormal. It's all the things. If it's not considered
there's a whole lot on the table.
Grabs.
So I've got ghosts, monoliths, Bigfoot, Atlantis, Bimini Wall, ley lines, Roanoke. Second.
Oh, and Dustin wants William Shakespeare.
Oh yeah, the Shakespeare conspiracy.
William Shakespeare, because there's a massive conspiracy around him too.
Okay, so we've got Roanoke, Second Sphinx, out of place artifacts, crystal skulls, possessed dolls. That one sounds creepy. Crop circles, different haunted places, the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Loch Ness. Theory. Oh, move stuff with sound. Somebody still. Oh, Helmholtz resonance. Oak Island, the Holy Grail, Chaco Canyon, Rosicrucians. Alchemy, Aleister Crowley, Rasputin. Edgar Casey, Nostradamus, Alchemy and the Philosopher's Stone, Ark of the Covenant, Emerald Tablet. I don't know. That was just random. Da Vinci Code, Hermeticism, the Claires, Mediumship, John Dee, Shakespeare. Hi, Molly.
Hi, Molly.
Thanks to me, the creepy one. Sorry. Yeah. Shakespeare was real and one person, damn it.
Well,
so it's ideal for all of us who love the history and travel channels. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, Fae encounters.
But let's face it. Whether talking about this conspiracy, I
want to talk about dragons.
Whether or not Shakespeare was real, the conspiracy about him was also real, Molly, and it's an interesting conversation.
I've just added,
and that makes it fun.
Somebody suggested Fae encounters. Kim.
Fae and I wrote fairies.
And I wrote down the Fae and fairies are the same thing.
I thought they had slightly different connotations.
Have slightly different? Anyways, regardless, I've also written down dragons and unicorns, which I will definitely be here for. Unicorns, I will be here for.
Ooh.
I will be here for that. Vera says, I have a video of a bird feeder going in a circle one still night, and the other feeder was still. Went in a circle for over an hour without diminishing. And that is some creepy shit.
That's some creepy shit. Yeah. See, that's what we want to talk about.
Places where gravity works in reverse. Oh yeah, mermaids.
Oh, like yeah.
Gravity.
Magnetic hills and stuff like that.
In reverse.
Bermuda Triangle.
Hell yeah.
Has anybody heard of the Bimini Wall?
We've added that one to the list.
Bimini Wall is a fun one.
Yeah, I like
the Bimini Wall is a crazy one.
Yeah. Nagaskar, we have a place where I live that is called Gravity Hill. It is wicked. Isn't that what you just said? Gravity Hill?
Gravity Hill.
Yeah.
There's tons of them. There's absolutely tons of them. And
I came out of the womb having Shakespeare recited to me. Oh, so I have a lot of feels. That's fair.
That's okay.
Not the wall. Oh, the Bimini Road.
The Bimini Road and Bimini Wall are basically the same structure.
Oh, they've been called two different things.
They've been called wall or road.
They kind
of get called wall or road interchangeably.
You initially told it to me as the road. I remember that.
Did
now.
I say road or what?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's interchangeable.
You did initially.
It really is interchangeable, but when you look at, but when you get digging into that, what you find out is that there is entire structures of this all over the place.
Energy vortexes like Sedona.
Black-eyed children and the top hat man.
What's that? Ooh, I'm writing it down.
Oh, Kim's being creepy. Oh, Men in Black. Men in Black. What? Those guys are fucking real. Okay, I'm writing it down.
Also, you're blowing my mind a little bit, but okay. What's I want to know about these black-eyed children. Sounds like really dark for some reason.
There's
Are black-eyed children and the top hat man the same topic, or are those two different topics?
Probably the same. Probably different aspects of the same topic.
Top hat man. He sounds super creepy. But yeah, I may or may not be there for that one.
So again, guys, if I think a couple people left, I think a couple of people showed up. So just remember that every single topic will be the title of the video.
Stories of the black-eyed children want to be led into your home. I will have nightmares that day. Oh my god.
There you go. Yeah. So basically, you'll see you'll know what the topic is going to be. So if a particular topic creeps you out, you can skip.
Molly asked, "Isn't there someplace in Canada where people disappear like a forest?"
Yes.
We also have the Kelowna, the Lake Okanagan.
Lake Ogopogo.
Ogopogo.
Ogopogo and Okanagan Lake, and we had Cabrosaurus in the strait of, what the frick is that strait called? Juan de Fuca Strait.
I wrote down
in the strait just off of Vancouver.
We wrote down Bermuda Triangle. Ooh, Bloody Mary. Yeah. Oh my god. I have a creepy Bloody Mary story to tell someday.
Oh right. Ouija.
Oh, Ouija boards.
Ouija boards. Sasquatch. Yep.
We've got
the Jersey Devil. That's good. That's a fun one. I gotta pee, guys. I gotta pee.
I'll hold the fort.
Oh, are we holding the fort? Okay, we'll hold the.
Yeah, because otherwise, yeah.
This is another.
And there's all these like really good ideas flying. The Bunny Man? Is that a real thing? Okay, hold on. I mean, I know all of these are like theories and like. Okay, I gotta write down. I just got Jersey Devil. I don't know what the heck that is. Egyptian ruins in the Grand Canyon. You guys are amazing. We're going to have so many fun discussions. I'm so excited for this. Peggy's like, as soon as it came up in chat, I think this came up when we were doing the Naughty Tarot, this Lettuce Tarot unboxing on my channel, and we were talking about it, and this came up, and I got so excited. Okay, is Sasquatch and Bigfoot the same thing? Does anybody know? Just randomly curious. Oh, Peggy's yelling at me from the bathroom. They're the same thing. Okay, right. Egyptian ruins in the Grand Canyon is what I'm writing down here. Hold on. This pen is like gunking up. Okay, in Grand Canyon. What is that phenomenon called where everyone remembers something happened but there's no record of it? Well, I'll ask Peggy. She probably knows. The Mandela effect? Is the Mandela effect where everybody remembers something but they don't know where they remember it from? Did I say that right?
Deja vu.
No, it's Molly says, what is that phenomenon called where everyone remembers something happening but there's no record of it?
Oh, you mean like C-3PO's golden leg?
What the hell did you even just say?
There is a theory that like a glitch in the Matrix. There is a theory that's going around that
I don't know what the Mandela
there's a theory that's going around that half of us remember C-3PO from the Star Wars movie as having two legs of the same color, but when you see the replays, when you see the movie now, he's got one gold leg. The missing 411 movies. I'm not sure that I've heard of them.
Berenstein Bears versus Bernstein Bears Mandela effect. Is this what you're describing?
Yes.
Okay, so I wrote down Mandela effect.
Yeah, sorry for that, guys. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a coffee, and you know what I did? I haven't had anything to eat yet, so I'm trying to hold coffee in an empty fucking stomach.
Nobody cares you had
It's like my bad timing and just bad choices
but I'm here, so everything
But I'm old,
fine.
so I don't fucking care. This is gonna be fun.
What? I've always thought he had the same color legs.
Yeah, the Matrix and the theory that we're all just a holograph or something like that. It has been scientifically shown as a possibility, which is really interesting.
Let's talk about the Matrix.
Quantum physics.
I always think about things like, you remember that movie with Jim Carrey?
Yeah, same thing. Based on people who remember Nelson Mandela dying in custody.
Do you remember the Jim Carrey movie where he was like really in a TV show, The Truman Show?
Truman Show.
I almost have the Akashic Records.
They are supposed to be in a secret chamber in the foot of the Sphinx.
Actually,
and they found out that there is a secret chamber in the Sphinx that the Egyptian government won't let them dig up. But that's just a conspiracy. We know nothing about that. Edgar Cayce also talks about the Akashic records. That's where he says,
like, does he use that term?
He says Edgar Cayce, when talking about what it was that he did when he was doing past life regressions, said that is how he looked it up. Is he would just go into the Akashic records and look it up.
What about the Oracle of Delphi?
Oracle of Delphi was literally an oracle.
Like, I mean, is it a good topic?
It's a good topic.
Cool.
Because Oracle of Delphi was amazingly accurate for especially considering, again, we're in a political time. We're in a time of human history where giving the wrong answer could get you killed, and nobody would dare touch them.
I still don't know what you guys are talking about with the Bernstein bear thing.
I just started. That's what the C3PO. People call it different things.
No, but I want to understand the Bernstein bear reference.
Basically, there is a belief that there's a theory. There's a theory. We call it a theory because whatever, that some of us remember history one way and some of us remember history another way because time itself was tampered with.
That's so cool. We need to put time travel.
That's the nutshell version. So something was done to tamper with time. The C3PO effect, which is how I heard of it, was that people watching Star Wars saw people watching Star Wars when they were kids. Most of us, the majority of us, remember that when we watched Star Wars as kids, that C3PO, both of his legs were the same color. But in the remake, in the movies now, when you watch the movies now, it's the same movie. One of his legs is he's gold and one of his legs is silver, or he's silver and one of his legs is a different color.
People remember it being spelled Bernstein Bears. That's how I remember it.
But
there is no evidence. What? Sorry, I grew up with those books. So it's actually, there's no evidence that it was ever spelled.
Yeah.
That is, I'm actually kind of freaking out a little bit. Everything is spelled Berenstain? No.
I remember Bernstein. I remember it being Bernstein Bears. I had videos for there were programs for there were click and point adventures of the Bernstein Bears, so they would say Bernstein.
Yeah.
Not Berenstain. Yeah.
That's why it's so weird and mind blowing.
Yeah.
I'm literally freaking out.
This is like the glitch in the matrix. That something was adjusted. And that's the Mandela effect because it was said.
And I had it Stein.
It was said some people remember the news that Nelson Mandela died in custody, and other people remember the news that he died after he was released from prison and went on to become president of South Africa.
So some people actually remember that he died in.
Yeah. And yet, you look at the papers, he did not die. Nelson Mandela did not die in prison. He was released from prison and became the president of South Africa.
This is the kind of stuff that makes me feel like we're being messed with, right?
He served his sentence.
Yes, he did. I'm confused.
This is the problem. There were reports. I remember both. I remember there being reports that he died in. I remember. Yeah, he was president. I remember both. I remember reading in the news that he died in prison.
I'm so confused.
And then 10, 15 years later, it's like, oh, he's been released from prison, and it's like
he didn't die. In prison.
Okay, I guess he didn't die in prison.
I remember
there were news.
That is so bizarre to me.
It was international news that he died in prison.
I want to read about this so bad right now, or watch a documentary.
Yeah,
or
people remember that he did. He didn't die, but yeah, he lived a very long life.
This is why these discussions are going to be so freaking much fun. Yeah. I can't get over it. Oh my god. And
then some guy comes along and says, well, using theoretical physics as the model, we can prove in theory, we can demonstrate that there's a very strong possibility that we could be just inside of a computer simulation. And it's like, what? Well, there's that Mandela effect thing everybody's been talking about. But yeah, that's what they're calling it, is the Mandela effect.
There's so much trippy stuff here. I just can't.
Like I said, I first heard of this.
It's like fringe alternate universe shit. Yeah, totally.
Alternate universe shit. It's like something happened and our universe was tweaked just a little tiny bit. And so some of us remember some things and others remember other things.
Oh, yes, please. Let's talk about quantum physics one time.
Oh, quantum physics. Have you guys ever seen the movie What the Bleep?
We have the rabbit hole edition that's got a bunch of extra time.
It's got basically the people who put together the movie What the Bleep had a pseudo-religious bent behind it, but the stuff they talk about in it is super fascinating.
would any of you guys who have mentioned, and you don't have to do this because I know it's kind of work to go back and try to remember, but if you remember any of the movies, documentaries, anything you think about during these chats, if you make a little note.
We still have the book, What the Bleep? I think we still have the video.
We have the book and the video. But if you could think about it, if you can add it to the comments after, so we have a bit of a record of some of these things, because I know a lot of us are going to want to go watch these documentaries, go look this stuff up.
If there's something
today,
if there's a topic you want to see, absolutely feel free to include it in the comments after the video. So that when
What the Bleep is amazing.
So that we can come back and check on that and then get, because like obviously if I'm going to talk about some fringe stuff that only I've ever heard of, I'm going to be a bunch of you guys. I'm going to be going, let me talk about this weird fringe shit that nobody's ever heard of, and you guys are going to be going like, doo doo doo.
Well,
a bunch
of you guys have already suggested some really good documentaries, some movies, some series. Absolutely. I haven't written any of it down yet. So if you get a chance to put it in the comments after, that'd be super awesome.
And I'm really interested in people's opinions on this stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I have my own opinions, which I will be sharing because I'm a sharing kind of person.
You're a sharer. Peggy's a sharer.
No, I mean, we all have so many different opinions on this stuff. I mean, and not everybody's going to resonate with everything. Not everybody's going to. Like just like I said, get the conversation out of the whispered, quiet conversations for fear of being called a lunatic, and get them out into the mainstream and make people start. Sharing is caring, and I care. Damn it.
Creepypasta. Like, I can't tell if you're joking or if you're serious. But I'll write it down.
Yeah.
Don't kick the camera.
We'll look up creepypasta. Anyway. Yeah, so that's it. Does anybody have any other questions about how this might or might looks? Looks. Things that
the Gaia channel is $10 a month, and there's a whole network with all these types of series. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but you have to have cable first.
No, Gaia channel is a separate
it's online.
Thing. It's an online.
We can get the Gaia magazine.
Yes. But I love pasta. No. Power of no.
It'll be a clearly labeled video so that you can choose or not choose. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, you can do it online. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
But no, I love this stuff. One thing that I find too. I mean, everybody has their own opinion on this stuff, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think it's just a matter of
all perspectives are valid.
Yeah.
Creepypasta is a story online that takes on a life of its own. Huh.
That's kind of fun. But Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, that's kind of turning into a thing too. Oh, flat Earth theories. Oh my God. Yeah, Reptilian Secret Society. But I mean, yeah, I can't do that sort of stuff, but I can, certain stuff.
I'm so scared of black-eyed children.
Like Reptilian, me too. Like doing a video on Reptilian Secret Society, that would be a fun video to do. But I'm not gonna marinate in like hours and hours and hours.
I do believe in reptilian aliens.
I think that
would make sense.
There's a theory. There's if you look it up, you'll see like that. There's like the people that are UFO researchers basically have the idea that there is at least 8 different species of alien that are active on Earth right now. Reptilian, gray aliens, and other ones that are various levels of activity. As reptilians, the theory around reptilians is that they have infiltrated our government and they're secretly running our world. The grays are more about doing their own thing, but they're the ones that do the probing. Probing.
Some of this stuff will legit give me nightmares. I'm just saying. So some of it.
So maybe early afternoon videos. We're not. So So Lisa has a couple of hours to wind down.
That would be a good idea.
Maybe we'll save the really creepy stuff for while you're at work, so you can pretend you're busy and not have to watch.
Yeah, that.
Yes, please. As you say, yes, please. Okay.
Maybe.
We're not. Yeah.
ESP. That's a great one. Yeah.
And we can also
AI. Oh, of course.
AI. We could also take a look at specific people. Well, Nostradamus, Edgar Cayce, Baba Yaga, all those people.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Baba Yaga like a deity, not a person?
No, she was an old lady.
Was she based on? No, she is though from. She is Baba a folkloric figure, not just.
She is now.
Oh. Okay.
Baba Yaga was a real person.
Illuminati.
I would have to look her up. I forget even when she was born.
We didn't write down Knights Templar, but I'm writing them down. I don't know. Is that tied? Is that separate from Grail theory? I once had a friend with Bennett who I tried to talk to. He started talking to me about reading a book about reptilian this, and I was like, "Shh, stop talking. Let's just fuck."
We had a guy when I was Freemasons.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm all about any secret society. I want to hear about all of that stuff.
We had a guy that was a customer, and he would come in, and he clearly was a heavily medicated schizophrenic, is basically, I don't know the proper terminology, so I'm not trying to make it sound offensive. And so he couldn't handle it if he made eye contact, and he was constantly talking about blah 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 blah. You know, that's how they get in. That's how they tap into your brain and start reading your thoughts, is when they look into you in the eyes, and you can't look me in the eyes, and don't do that. And
you know what?
And that's all he ever talked about when he came in. The minute he would be totally quiet, totally calm, totally everything. But if he had to speak, that was the only thing he would speak about.
You might want to have some ground rules just for the discussion, to be like, because I think it could be easy for people to kind of, some of these topics people can get ridiculed over, and I just think it's probably good to make sure that it's like all opinions are valid, and we're not going to like make fun of each other. Yeah, we're all grown-ups.
We're all rational, reasonable adults, so being able to give and receive respectful behaviors,
all that kind of stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm kicking the thing. Obviously, something.
Is New World Order and Illuminati different things or same thing?
New World Order and Illuminati they're the same, but they're different, because there's different groups that are associated with the Illuminati as a particular group, but there is New World Order, and there's some of those groups that are thought to be connected with Illuminati, and other of those groups that are just trying to be Illuminati.
Yeah.
There's the Illuminati, and then there's the wannabes.
Are there theories about like Stargate-y kind of stuff, like in real life?
Oh, okay, Jamie, but there's not much ground rules. Show respect to get respect. It's pretty simple. I mean, if somebody says something you don't agree with, don't call them an asshole.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a guy who insisted he came back to our time from the future? John something?
Yes. I don't remember the guy. I don't remember that. There are several people that have claimed to have visited the future.
What did you say the guy's name was? John what?
Oh, I don't know the guy's name. I don't know if that's
okay.
But there are several people who have said they're coming.
And we can maybe cover that when you cover time travel. Amethyst Ascension. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what Amethyst Ascension. That's what this particular. I didn't know the guy. He was just a customer, but he was always talking about how he had to keep them out of his head.
Yeah.
And he was talking about the reptilians all the time, and how you could recognize them, and he was just convinced that they were everywhere. And I think it's really interesting that schizophrenics they seem to have a shared
okay, Jen.
It seems to be a really common delusion among schizophrenics, that there's a reptile-based being trying to control them.
What's interesting to me, though, is that if you have people who have like mental health, etc., you kind of wonder if some of that stuff has some validity to it, because perhaps they're sensitive in a different way, and that's part of why they're struggling with their mental health. You know what I mean? You kind of wonder if that's a thing. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say it in like an offensive way, but
there are though.
Yeah, see, Whispers of Three says, I think a lot of people diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia have something to do with aliens or alternative worlds, Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
There are conspiracy theories around that. There are theories around that based on how similar some of these delusions are. And it's like, well, I appreciate that somebody with a severe mental health disorder could have hallucinations, but why are the hallucinations so similar? Not for everyone, but why are certain themes so common?
Yeah.
But, I mean, well, Corey Good, who was in the secret space program, says that the reptilians did communicate through telepathy, so it makes sense to me. Oh, telepathy. It's and see, that's a whole different subject. We could spend an hour just talking about aliens and telepathy.
Should I write that down?
Sure.
Good. I don't know who that is, but okay.
We'll find him. We'll find him. Yeah, if you got, I mean, obviously.
Well, there's also the hum. It's a sound some people hear and no one knows where it comes from.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah.
I want to know more about that, because I hear a sound. Anyway, we're just.
Is that what we don't mess with you at all. I have no idea. I've heard of it though. There's certain sounds that just people.
Peggy is gonna geek out on this forever and ever.
Oh my god! Did anyone watch the amazing TV comedy People of Earth? Because I really want to start
that up again. I want that to start.
Now I gotta go look for it.
Blue Sphere Alliance.
This is a perfect. And you know what?
Have you ever heard of that Blue Sphere Alliance?
No.
I'm writing it down.
This is, or maybe I've heard of it and it's just been so long. This is the perfect time for me because, winter's coming and everything's slowing down. And
winter is coming.
I got, I'm not going to spend, what they're talking about is people hear this hum that's clearly coming from someplace else. And sometimes it's not tinnitus though. It's
something else.
Yeah. People talk about that. And the people that I've never experienced it. So the people that talk about it, but like, auditory hallucinations, that's fun.
Corey Good's channel is Corey Good's channel is Blue Sphere. I gotcha.
Okay.
That's a YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
YT.
But yeah, no, and anyway, yeah, it's been an hour. I managed to talk about nothing for an hour. Just wait till we have a topic. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be great.
So, reports. Well, there was just I mentioned in passing. On a different video when I was chatting with somebody, or no, that was gliding. I mentioned in passing that there were 2 videos that were released showing UFO activity, and the Navy confirmed that those were real videos, and that they had no idea what they were.
Yeah. So
that's finally started happening. And here's a fun fact. Hillary Clinton's campaign director, what the fuck is there? He joined Hillary Clinton's campaign in part because Hillary Clinton said that if she was elected, she would agree to declassify certain documents talking about UFOs. Her campaign director, or one of the upper level of executives.
My God. Amethyst Ascension. Sorry, this is why my memory sucks, because I feel I had so much of this. That's her. Like legit.
That's absolutely.
I'll be like, hey, what did you do yesterday? I don't know, but I asked her about the Bimini Road or whatever, and she's like off to the races
for an hour.
So funny.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but but yeah, that can be a thing. I just stutter sometimes.
You're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun, guys. I'm so looking forward to this. I'm so looking forward to picking the first topic. I don't know.
A lot.
I don't know where I'm gonna start.
A lot to choose from.
I think the excited part of me says, "Oh, I want to do it twice a week."
You can do it whenever you want, because you're not doing this like for a job. Like if you want to do one tomorrow, do one tomorrow.
I might do one. Wait, I think okay. Right this minute. Let's agree. Let's just.
Oh, why am I being hugged?
Okay, right this minute. Let's agree that I'll do a video every Sunday at 5:30. Okay. And let's agree that if time and energy and if it makes sense, we'll slip in an extra one
at some point else during the week.
But we're not going to be able to. We really can't lock into a particular time right now. So if we do a second one during the week, it's going to be no promises and very random,
and possibly not a lot of warning.
And possible. Well, the title will be, you'll get that warning, but I mean
advance notice.
Hey guys, we have some extra time this evening. We're doing a video, so if you guys
so the advance notice might be short
notice on that. But let's agree that Sunday at 5:30 to get us started.
Our time for 5:30 Pacific, which is whatever time it was your time when we started this time.
Yes, we're in Vancouver. We're in Vancouver, Canada. So Sundays at 5:30 Pacific time is when we're going to do regular videos. Everything else is just going to be random roll the dice until we do or don't decide on a second locked in time.
It might be fun to do. It might be fun to do Wednesday, because then you're like split apart through the week too. So yeah. Note to self: early dinner on Sunday. Then it'll be a glass of wine in these chats. Oh my God, there we go. Fun, right?
Yeah. So okay, so 5:30 on Sundays.
Yeah.
Everything else is going to be a crapshoot of a shit show.
Remember to like this video, please, because she's going to need more visibility in the beginning, especially because she's a little baby channel.
Well, this is for fun, not visibility.
Yeah, but it still helps to get people in the chats, right?
Well, it's
fun to have the more the merrier.
So Friday, so we started off. So we started off an hour ago going, we don't really know when or where we're going to do these, and now we're locked into Sundays at 5:30. This works. This works for me. Okay, Sundays at 5:30. There any other content that I managed to come up with for now. No promises on when, where, how. And if we find if I have the time and we find a second time that works, then we may add that in later as also scheduled so that people can plan for it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Are we in agreement? High five.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do that one day and smash the camera.
Does anybody want to be a mod? Because she will need a couple of mods.
Oh, I've got a couple of people in mind.
Okay. Okay, there you're gonna get some characters coming in here. No, that's true. You're kicking the camera. Oh my gosh.
You know what? If somebody is a bit of a character, I'm absolutely happy to have them in the chat as long as they're a respectful character who
Yeah, these topics will definitely draw people out of the woodwork. I do
That's
think,
fine.
though,
That's absolutely fine. I mean, honestly, like I said, if they, I've spent entire afternoons with some respectful characters and had no problem. But yeah, we'll make some people mods. We'll make a couple. Who you added? Lisa's doing anything. Yeah, that's fine.
Amethyst Ascension, since this is an okay time for you, would you want to be a mod? Just so we have one to
We're
start
just gonna
with?
make people mods.
You don't have to. There's no obligation to be here every single time or anything like that, but it's just nice to have a couple people. Up to you. Yes. Oh, yes, and people that will ridicule. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If somebody's coming and going, oh, you guys are fucking idiots. Like, hey, you're fucking gone. That's fine by me. Thanks for the engagement.
Peggy
I won't care about
has
that.
no tolerance for bullshit.
And I'm very good at making people.
Yeah.
That one?
Perfect.
Oops, what did I do?
Scroll,
oh my
scroll,
God,
scroll.
I'm
There
trying
you
to
go.
like do the thing. I
There
already
you
know
go.
this one. I already know this one. And I honestly, I'm okay, guys. I'm still on my learning curve, so we'll stop at 2.
There we go.
Did I do it right?
I think so. Yeah, it'll take a second because it won't show up till their next comment.
Ah, there we go.
Magic.
Okay. So
oh my gosh,
we've
we've
elected Erica.
Oh,
and we've nominated Amethyst Ascension. So now we have 2 mods to start with. And I have a few other people in mind.
Oh, star seeds. We need to write down star
seeds. Okay, so basically, Fridays at 5:30.
No,
sure.
Sundays.
Oh my God. Sundays at 5:30 for sure. Everything else is a shit show. Rules are you can be a bit of a character, and I'm fine like that. Be respectful. If you're coming into ridicule, then you're leaving again, and it'll be fine.
Like if you're not into the topic, you don't have to trash it, right? I think that's the thing because it can be easy to get.
I don't think anybody who's in here now is that type.
Totally agree.
But if somebody comes in and is that type, then they're not. Then don't ever think that I'm gonna let people come into this chat and be a shit show because I'm the only shit show allowed here.
I'm a little bit of a shit show too.
We can all be. Here's the thing.
We're the shit show couple.
If you don't agree with something, absolutely
totally fine.
Please have the conversation with us because I love those conversations. Just everybody needs to be respectful because we're adults.
Yeah. And linkies, all the linky doos, please.
All the linky doos, whatever. Yeah, share your
we may have to check the settings to make sure that you allow that links are like going through on your comments.
We'll figure it out.
I don't know how that works.
We're just setting it up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we'll figure it out.
So
we'll definitely see you next Sunday at 5:30.
We will see you next Sunday at 5:30. I really am not sure. I'm guessing that some of these might end up being quite lengthy, but I'm not walking in with any expectations. I'm guessing that we can probably expect a video to take about an hour.
At least.
I don't know if is that information that matters to you guys even? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway. Yeah.
Okay, I'm leaving then.
Okay, she's leaving. Oh yeah, she's got her wrench and she's fucking out of here now. Bye. I got a wrench, I can fucking go. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up.
Thanks for showing up, guys. It has been great. I mean, we've had fun. I'm definitely going to be here doing this every Sunday. I don't know if Lisa's going to be here every Sunday. Anything else that we do, we'll go from there.
Peggy, make sure you
my God! You know what? She's
got a bladder that's like.
You know what? I haven't eaten yet today, so everything's been liquids.
It's like so eaten.
What did I have?
You had.
I had a bowl of cereal. Lots of milk there.
Maybe
God, I'm fucking old. I'm old if I'm talking about my peeing habits on a video.
Now we're doing.
I'm going to talk about my peeing habits.
We're going to say goodbye.
Oh my God, I'm just so bad.
Goodbye.
No, I'm not going to press it. Fuck you. Okay, guys, this has been a lot of fun. You guys have a great evening. We will see you next Sunday for sure, and
maybe some other time.
We'll have a topic picked by then, unless people have an opinion. And if there's enough opinions if there's enough votes for any particular topic, then we can start with that. Okay, we're open-minded because I'll be talking about all the things all the time forever, and this is going to be bad. Okay, guys.
Thanks, guys.
You guys all have a great night. Thanks for showing up. Bye.